Hey guys, it's Catherine, and you might think it's warm outside because I'm wearing this shirt, but it's not. Just pretending. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a video about things that I used to do as a child. And I was a weird child, so here goes. Alright, one of the things I used to do as a kid is I believed anything my siblings would tell me. So, one thing they would tell me, I think my brother told me this. He told me if I itched my hands, my fingers would fall off. So if my hand itched, I'd be like, oh, it was an accident, guys. My fingers aren't going to fall off. It was just an accident. So, yeah. Another thing they told me, I don't remember who told me this, but I remember someone told me this. I bring this up and everyone's like, no, this never happened. I remember. Okay, so my sister told me, pretty sure, that if I went downstairs in my basement and took these glass plates and smashed them on the ground, that unicorns or something weird would happen. So I would try it, or maybe it was if I left the sink running or something, and so I tried it and I got grounded. I was such a nice kid. I don't know why they did this to me. Okay, so another thing that would happen to me as a child. Okay, this video turned out to be what happened to me as a child. Okay, whatever. A thing I did as a child, I was kind of mean. Me and some of my friends took poison ivy and made my other friend rub it all over herself. We were like, if you do this, magical unicorns and rainbows and dolphins will appear in your room in the morning. And she goes, I feel itchy. It was so mean. Oh. Well, I didn't even know how I had friends as a kid. When I was a kid, I don't know what I used to do. Something that happened to me as a kid, my friend's dad would wear this scary mask, and he would always scare us. And it was so scary. I'm an easy scarer, so it's like you can just be like, ah, and I'll jump. So he would knock on the window and be there, and we'd be like, yeah. It was so scary, and they'll still bring it up today. They're like, oh, remember? We saw them over the summer, and they're like, oh, remember the mask? Oh. And I'm like, shut up. That's so scary. It is. Oh my gosh, it's just crazy. Another thing I did as a kid, it was me and then two of my other friends, and we really wanted lemonade. But me and my one friend didn't have it, but my third friend did. So we were like, hey, let's go. Wow, I think it just got really dark. Anyways, we were like, hey, let's go to your house and get lemonade. But her parents were home. So we somehow got into her house. I think she had a key somewhere. And we were making lemonade in her house. And we were kind of young. And no one was home. So her mom came home and they got really mad at us. And we kind of got in trouble. But whatever. Another time, me and my friend were out by this little lake pond, and we stood, and she was walking on the ice, but it wasn't even ice. It was early spring, so it was slush ice. So she was walking on it, and she fell in, and I was like, oh my gosh! So I went to go help her, and we both fell in, and we got in trouble. But I think she ended up blaming it on me, and I ended up blaming it on her, so we would get less trouble. But whatever. Another thing I did as a kid, I was obsessed with Littlest Pet Shop. Me and my sister both had them, and I was probably a little over obsessed with them. But I never knew what LPS stood for. It's all over the little playground and stuff, and finally one day my friend was like, oh, it stands for Littlest Pet Shop. I was like, what? I was mind blown. Whoa. That same friend was a little crazy. She would roll across the street while cars were coming. Log roll. And she drank soy milk, and one time she gave me and my friend and my sister some soy milk, and we didn't like it. So every time she would turn her back, we would squirt it into the grass. And then finally we were like, oh yeah, we're done. She's like, oh, do you want some more? We're like, no. She lives in this house, and she she eventually moved. I'm pretty sure they built the house, but everyone on my street was like, that house is haunted. If you go there and you stare at the window in the upper left corner or whatever, you'll see a face. And so like we all thought it was haunted, and I was like a little too into it, and me and my friend got recorders, these little tiny plastic recorders, and we got like this little video camera, and we would go outside my house and like record stuff and talk to the ghosts at my house. And like one time we left our recorders outside and it rained and they didn't really work that well, so we went and tried to play with things, and it's really crackly. We're like, oh my gosh, it was the ghost. We were so dumb. We had a ghost hunting club. I was a weird child. Yeah, honestly, I think I had a pretty nice childhood. Me and one of my friends would sit in my basement and play, we called it junkyard dogs. We would be dogs and we lived in a junkyard. Okay, that's enough for today. I had a weird childhood, but honestly, who didn't? Probably a lot of people. So yeah, I will see you guys later, hopefully with a video that isn't so weird. And yeah, bye!